There's something seriously powerful coming from Samsung, and it's not just another yearly upgrade. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is shaping up to be the most advanced and daring phone Samsung has ever built. Every leak, every insider tip, and every photo surfacing online paints the same picture. Samsung is quietly preparing a flagship that could completely reset the game for Android phones. But how? Well, that's where things get really interesting. Hey everyone, welcome back! Sam here! If you enjoy deep dives into the biggest tech updates, make sure to hit that like button. Share this video with your friends and subscribe so you don't miss the upcoming Galaxy lineup breakdowns. Alright, let's get into this one because the S26 Ultra story just got a lot juicier. For starters, let's talk raw power. Samsung isn't holding back this year. Depending on your region, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is expected to come with either Qualcomm's brand new Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 or Samsung's own in-house monster, the Exynos 2600. Now here's where it gets spicy. Reports claim that Samsung managed to secure an exclusive version of Qualcomm's fastest chip ever, one that other brands like Xiaomi and OnePlus won't get at launch. According to tipsters, this special Snapdragon variant reaches clock speeds of 4.74 GS. That's absolutely insane for a smartphone processor. To put it in perspective, it's faster than what many laptops can handle under full load. But Samsung isn't just relying on Qualcomm this time. The company's Exynos division is officially back in the game and stronger than ever. The Exynos 2600 is built on Samsung's cutting-edge 2nm process, a major milestone that could give it a real edge in efficiency and performance. Early benchmarks hint that this chip could outperform Apple's A19 Pro and even Qualcomm's standard Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 in certain tests. And here's the wild part. Samsung's new heat pass block technology may have finally fixed the biggest complaint Exynos chips have faced for years: overheating. If this holds true, we could be witnessing a full-blown Exynos comeback. Now let's move from power to design, because leaks just gave us our best look yet at the S26 Ultra's physical form. Renders and case photos reveal a design that's sleek, bold, and cleaner than anything Samsung has done before. You'll still get that signature Ultra DNA, flat edges, elegant corners, and the built-in S-Pen. But this time, everything feels more refined. The phone is thinner at just 7.9mm, and the camera module is tighter and more balanced. Even the S-Pen clicker has been reshaped to fit better into the slimmer frame, with a rounded top that feels smoother in the hand. But don't let the minimal look fool you. The real drama is happening inside the camera system. This is where Samsung plans to challenge its biggest rivals head-on. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is rumored to feature a completely new folded zoom lens, a major evolution from the periscope setup used in the S25 Ultra. It's designed to bend light more efficiently inside the lens, which means you get powerful zoom capabilities without making the camera stick out like a mini telescope. This could make the S26 Ultra one of the slimmest Ultras ever and still deliver insane long-range zoom shots. However, there's a twist. Folded zoom lenses are notoriously expensive to produce, and Samsung's upgraded system reportedly costs much more to manufacture. That's why many believe this year's Ultra could see a slight price increase, but the trade-off might be worth it. Because if Samsung nails this folded zoom design, it could completely change how slim flagship phones handle professional-level photography. And let's not forget the competition. Huawei recently introduced a dual switchable periscope setup that lets its phone switch between two focal lengths without losing image quality. That's a tough act to follow. But Samsung's approach is very different. Instead of focusing on switching lenses, it's optimizing the design itself. Slimmer, lighter, yet capable of jaw-dropping zoom. It's a bold move that screams confidence. According to insiders, Samsung's also shifting some of its camera suppliers, a decision that could make a big difference. MCNEX, the company responsible for the highly stable 3x telephoto camera in the S24 Ultra, is now handling the new folded zoom module for the S26 Ultra. This change was made after previous suppliers struggled to maintain image consistency and focus sharpness. Samsung clearly wants no weak spots this year, and it's doubling down on reliability and precision. As for the rest of the camera setup, the main sensor remains a massive 200 megapixels, supported by a 50-megapixel ultra-wide, a 12-megapixel selfie shooter, and upgraded telephoto sensors. But this time, every lens is tuned for better light handling, so even night shots should look more vivid and detailed than ever. If that wasn't enough, Samsung is reportedly testing a brand new display panel for the Ultra, one capable of record-breaking brightness levels and deeper contrast. It's the same OLED tech recently seen on a rival flagship, but Samsung's custom calibration might make it look even better. There's also a rumored privacy mode that narrows viewing angles, so no one sitting next to you can peek at your screen. Small touch, but genius move for anyone who values privacy in public. The one area Samsung isn't changing much is charging speed. Leaks confirm that the S26 Ultra will once again feature 45W fast charging instead of the long, rumored 60W upgrade. It's still quick, but with a 5000 mAh battery, a bump in wattage would have been nice. On the bright side, Samsung's battery optimization this year looks stronger than ever. So even with the same capacity, you'll likely get better endurance thanks to the efficiency gains from the new chips. And let's be honest, performance and camera might get all the attention, but what makes this year's Ultra truly fascinating is Samsung's overall strategy. By reserving Snapdragon for some regions and using its own Exynos elsewhere, Samsung is playing a delicate balancing act. If Exynos delivers, it'll prove that Samsung's hardware ecosystem can stand on its own. If it doesn't, Samsung risks losing the momentum it's built with the Snapdragon versions. That's the gamble. But it's also what makes the S26 Ultra launch so exciting. Every year, we expect Samsung to refine the Ultra, but this time it's not just about refinement, it's about reclaiming dominance. The combination of a slimmer design, next-gen camera system, and that powerhouse chipset lineup hints that the S26 Ultra might be the most complete Ultra yet. Whether it's enough to silence critics and outperform rivals like Apple's iPhone 17 Pro Max or Huawei's Pura 80 Ultra, we'll soon find out. So, what do you think? Would you prefer the Ultra with Samsung's Exynos 2600 or Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5? Drop your pick in the comments. I'm really curious to see which side wins this year's chip showdown. Thanks a ton for watching! If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your tech friends, and subscribe so you don't miss the next deep dive into Samsung's Galaxy S26 series. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay tech savvy!